Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today, we're going to go over the 10 major differences between INTP and ISTP personality types. Make sure to watch each one of them because you will be surprised how different those personality types are. On the first look, the INTP personality type might seem similar to the ISTP personality for many reasons. This is mostly because, of the 16 personalities, INTP consists of the introverted, intuitive, thinking, and prospecting characters, while the ISTP personality has the introverted, sensing, thinking, and prospecting characters. However, as you can see, they have different function stacks. This means that these types are very different from each other, and the intuitive/sensing preferences is not the only thing that doesn't match up. If you were ever confused if you are an INTP personality type or an ISTP personality type, this video will provide you an answer. Furthermore, knowing those differences will help you in your self-improvement journey and increase your social skills. Let's examine the difference between these two personality types. Here are 10 major differences between INTP and ISTP personality types. Number 1. Imagination versus sensing. INTPs aren't used to digesting their external environment, let alone using their senses, so they don't get as much information from their surroundings. They like to experiment with the information they already have in their heads by using their dreams and imagination to do so. When INTPs become trapped in their ideas or imagination, they are unable to focus on their surroundings, and are more likely to be viewed daydreaming and unfocused. ISTPs are better at picking up on details because they are more accustomed to using their senses effectively. As a result, individuals can better detect signals using their senses of sight, taste, smell, hearing, and touch. ISTPs have a strong ability to focus on the present situation, which allows them to listen and observe well. They are less prone to become distracted or zone out during long lectures or discussions, allowing them to absorb more information. Number 2. Long-term goals versus instant gratification. INTPs are more forward-thinking. They make decisions based on expected outcomes. INTPs, for example, may utilize logic to investigate numerous outcomes. They can also work backwards from the expected outcomes to determine the best line of action. INTPs prefer to complete things that contribute to long-term goals rather than seeking immediate gratification. ISTPs may become hyper-focused on their current task. The drive for rapid outcomes is one of the characteristics of present-oriented ISTPs. ISTPs are more likely to complete tasks that provide an instant reward rather than ones that lead to a future objective. Number 3. Abstract ideas versus details orientation. INTPs rely on intuition and instinct to solve problems. They read between the lines and hunt for connections between abstract notions. INTPs are more interested in learning about scientific ideas, and they are more likely to consider abstract concepts and possibilities. ISTPs appreciate specific details since they rely more on their senses. They pay considerable attention to the unprocessed information they hear, see, and feel. They are also more prone to make decisions based on previous experience, and they are more prone to focus on the finer points of things. They are more interested in knowing concrete facts about the world and are highly detailed-oriented individuals. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. Analysis versus expertise. Despite their quiet character, INTPs excel at analyzing problems and evaluating ideas, relying on their superior judgment and serious, unemotional disposition to ensure the team makes balanced decisions. The ISTP will bring their extensive knowledge and expertise to bear on the team, demonstrating great tenacity, but because of their low boredom threshold, they will leave quickly when the problem has been solved. Number 5. Fluid approach versus strict approach. INTPs may focus more on the larger picture and apply abstract models to find a good answer while executing the same work. They may take a more fluid approach to the assignment rather than breaking it down into realistic steps. When faced with a difficult assignment, ISTPs frequently break it down into manageable steps. They take a sequential approach and execute tasks in order. There should be a beginning, middle, and end to everything. Number 6. Concepts versus action. INTPs adore concepts. Their extroverted intuition enabling them to develop ideas, when combined with their strong introverted thinking, makes them exceptional innovators. At the same time, many INTPs are likely to spend so much time creating and studying their ideas that they will never put them into action. However, there are plenty of INTPs who are well-rounded enough to carry out all of their plans, especially the ones they judge how important that is. INTPs are consistently brilliant. Those are the people who will be continuously putting their ideas to the test. INTPs will live in a realm of theoretical possibilities and won't be concerned with whether or not they get things done. Naturally, ISTPs will be significantly more action-oriented than INTPs. ISTPs excel at taking advantage of their surroundings, using their introverted thinking to examine a situation from numerous perspectives before acting in the moment to achieve a goal. This can lead to them being rash and impulsive. However, it can make them very adept at making split-second decisions. While everyone else is panicking and recognizing what has just happened and all of the repercussions it may have, the well-developed ISTP acts and saves everyone from certain disasters. ISTP actors are the kind to perform their own stunts and are willing to go to extremes for a part, such as losing all their weight to play an anorexic character or shaving their head to depict a cancer patient. Number 7. Open-minded leader versus effective leader. INTPs require proactive responses from those around them, rather than constant queries. They value well-considered ideas and actions, and will work hard to ensure that this is the case. In a crisis, ISTPs thrive because they enjoy the bustle and action of issues and obstacles. They are less effective when the going is easy, and they struggle with the more delicate aspects of leadership. Number 8. Directness versus conciseness. The INTP is direct and to the point, rarely allowing emotions to get in the way of their message, and instead relying on logic and evidence. Those who are more emotional may find them cold and harsh at such times. The ISTP has a tendency to be economical with words and concise in their communication. This isn't rudeness, it's simply a desire to get things done, so they'll have no trouble getting to the point. Number 9. Past appreciation versus present appreciation. INTPs are inclined to be more sentimental than ISTPs, who will more than likely not be sentimental at all. INTPs will appreciate their childhood recollections and family traditions. Furthermore, they will think of time in chronological terms. INTPs will pay greater attention to what their environment reminds them of in the past. ISTPs are unconcerned about the order of events or traditions. ISTPs prefer to live in the present, extroverted sensing, while keeping an eye on the future, introverted intuition. Because ISTPs are inherently flexible, they will not be as bothered by change. ISTPs will be hyper-aware of their environment physically, extroverted sensing. Number 10. Logic advocates versus challenges advocates. The INTP is a deep, private, difficult-to-understand personality who is fiercely autonomous. They devote their attention to the things that fascinate them the most, deferring work until the last minute since the routine bores them. INTPs are obsessed with logical accuracy. An INTP has trouble with emotions and is skilled at interpreting situations, but not people. The ISTP easily transitions from being a quiet bystander to being at the center of problem solving and then back again. They get a thrill from challenging situations, where they can apply their vast knowledge, grasp of facts, and practical nature to step in and fix things. But after the crisis is over, they become bored and retreat to the sidelines, waiting for the next issue to occur. This is one of the biggest differences between INTPs and ISTPs. These videos will be really helpful for you.